Hey, we're back, and now we're making stuffing for today. So basically, I like to make it as simple as possible. I use a pre-made stuffing mix, and I just add some things to it. If you want to get old bread and make croutons out of it, make your own stuffing, this isn't the show for you. I try to make this as simple as we can, as fast as we can, and make it taste good. So what we're going to need is 2 boxes turkey stuffing. We got 1 chicken, 1 turkey. That's what I had. A half a can of water chestnuts sliced. 1 stalk of garlic, 1 stalk of celery, and a small onion. You may not even use the whole thing. A stick of butter and a pan of water with 3 cups of water in it. You can omit either one of these two. If you didn't want to use water chestnuts, you can just use 2 stalks of celery, or get rid of the celery, put 1 whole can of water chestnuts in there. You want to get the slice ones. We're going to chop them up a little bit. I know you're probably thinking, like, water chestnuts and stuffing? It works, believe me. They don't have any flavor in it, and they have like a crunch that you just can't get just from the celery alone. So all that goes together, and it takes minutes for it to make. So it's super simple. I'm gonna get started dicing this stuff up. We'll put it in the pan as we go, and you guys see us at the next step. Quickly, how I like to dice up the celery. So basically, I like to take it and basically I'm just gonna cut some thin strips out of it. A few of them. Be very careful here. You gotta have a sharp knife. When you have a sharp knife, you just want to be very careful as to how you do it. So I cut those little small strips. I'm gonna cut them this way. And again, I'm not trying to add huge pieces of celery into this. I just want a little crunch from it, and the celery gives a little bit of flavor. So that's good right there. More than enough. Onion, I like to make it real small, sliced up as well. So I'm going to do the cross-cut method, which I've shown you guys before in other videos. Or if you just saw how we made potatoes. Make small cuts, go almost all the way down. If you're new at this and if you cut through it a bunch of times, one of the tricks you can do is you can put chopsticks on either side of the onion. As you cut down, the chopsticks will stop you from going all the way through. But if you have a sharp onion, you've done it a few times, you're just patient. Take your time, get it done. Again, I won't even use this whole onion. This is just little bits we're trying to put into it. Now I can cross-cut this. I should get small, tiny pieces of onion. That's it. Look at that. I'm going to cut up the butter. And basically with this, I'm just following the directions on the box. It says 4 cups and 14 tablespoons of butter per box. So this is 8 tablespoons, and I just cut it up to make it go quicker. Just going to add that to the water. We're going to scrape this in. And I'm just going to take these water chestnuts and cut them up in tiny pieces. But because this is a long process, I'm not going to make you watch it. But I'm going to cut them all up. Then I'm going to put this thing right in the oven and start getting it boiling. Alright, so you guys can see that now it's boiling. Per the recipe, we would add the bread mix in now to make the stuffing. But because we added celery, water chestnuts, I'm going to let that cook for a minute. So I know that we put in exactly 3 cups of water, but because we added in the onion, the celery, and the water chestnuts, it has a little bit of water. So when it cooks it, it'll release that, and then that turns on the vapor. Typically, you need to put this on right away, but because there's going to be extra water in there, if some dissipates, we're fine with that because it's still going to mix fine. Additionally, if you overdo it sometimes, you put too much water into it, and you put the stuffing in, and it looks real mushy, you can add breadcrumbs right away. And then put the lid on, and it should absorb most of it. You know, you'd want to sprinkle some in, maybe 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs if you just need to suck up some of that water or still have that stuffing taste. something I discovered as I one time just went overboard, a little overzealous with the water. So that's one thing you can do. One of those things when I make this, honestly, when I make this during Thanksgiving, I actually add a little bit of that Jimmy Dean sausage to this. And I'm talking when I make a big batch. This is a small batch. When I make a big batch, I'll actually put some Jimmy Dean sausage in there as well. And man, that little bit of celery, water chestnut, onion, and Jimmy Dean sausage, and then the stuffing mix itself, it's nice. And then also sometimes you can take that stuffing and put it into a muffin tin and make stuffing muffins. So some people want like stuffing with that, that little crisp edge to it. So sometimes I'll take the stuffing that I have, instead of just make it in a pan and put it in a bowl and serving it, you can bake it in the oven, and those little muffins at the top will get that nice little crunch to the crust to it that some people love. And it's easy to present on a plate, just put a little muffin on each plate. I call them stuffing muffins. But I'm gonna let this boil for a couple minutes. And I want to cook that onion a little bit, that celery, soften it up, the water chestnut. Because then once I pour the stuffing mix into this, it pretty much, that's it, game over. You're done. You just put the stuffing mix in, put the lid on, you wait 5 minutes, it's done. You just fluff with the fork. Again, simple. We try to keep it so simple on this, just to make stuff simple that people like and eat. That's the reason why I cut everything up very, very fine. Because if kids see any kind of vegetable or green or red or anything in there, they may back off of it. But if they don't notice it, they eat it, go, this is good, they don't even know they're eating it. Anyways, we'll see you at the, well, you know what, let's put it in now. It's been cooking long enough. It's been boiling for a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and dump it. So just dump in the whole bag. And turn the heat off immediately. Then we just take a fork and just make sure you stir all those breadcrumbs so they get water on them, because this is going to absorb all the water. Just want to make sure you get everything moved around in the right way. So the celery's, onion, and the water chestnut spread out evenly. That's it. The lid on. Ooh. Oh, jeez. You got the heat. Boom. 5 minutes, that thing is done. Or not. This is not. Okay. We're getting ready to take the stuffing out. You can take a look at it. Ooh, that is warm. Okay. I'm just going to fluff it with the fork. Pull it out. Oh, this meat doesn't have all the grip on it. That is it. That's good. A little bit of crunch. You taste a little bit of that onion. That celery adds a little bit of flavor. And that watch it just gives a little, just a tiny bit, not much. You can't really see any of it. It's all mixed in with the seasonings. And that's it. So next up, we're going to be doing the turkey's going to come out of the oven. We're going to take it off of the pan. We're going to drain out all the juices. Try to separate the oil from the actual juice. Use that same juice to put with the gravy. Add some wine to it. Bada bing, bada boom. We're having turkey dinner.